which I did on your little TV there, and some lateral work. So we're going to do some lateral work first at the trot. So here we go. I'm going to come at you down that corner. Try to warm her up a little bit. She's a little on the lazy side here. Come on. Come on. No, I'm not getting any response at all. Over, now. Over, 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 over. This work might be too much for her because she's out of shape. I don't know if she can do it muscle-wise. We'll try a little bit more, see if I can get her to do it. Come on. Good girl. Mom. Good girl. Whew, should have practiced that. Good. Oh, nice job. Back, 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 back. Good girl. Whoa. Mom. Back. 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 Good girl. These circles here are very nice to work with, Paul. This is the circle we've talked about, how you place your inside leg and you apply your outside leg on the horse. horse, and your horse kind of lifts that outside right shoulder. But again, it's really important to make sure the horse's head and neck and his paw is looking to the direction he's traveling. That outside shoulder. Good girl. Remember, I'm timing this with the horse's shoulder. When that left shoulder is back, that's where I'm squeezing my left leg and asking the horse to move the shoulder over. If you don't hit the timing with the horse's leg, you're not going to get it correctly. So remember, when it's back, the next step is the horse's leg is going to lift into the air. So when it's back, that's when you apply your leg pressure to get the horse to step over. Now this exercise I'm doing now that you're videotaping is actually the basic steps to spinning a horse. The horse needs to come off of the outside. So I'm timing her. You can see the timing. Good. Whoa. And what these exercises do is you'll jog around, get a little tighter, and go out of it. Don't keep doing it. Get a couple good steps and leave it. I don't care if it's 2 steps, 4 steps, 8 steps, 2 good steps when you're starting off. Jog it off, go somewhere else and try it again. Too much is no good. You've got to crawl before you can walk. I wouldn't ask to get a whole lot of this out of her. She's never became a real quick spinner, but she can do her 360s. Do a few and leave them alone. But if she starts to step backwards and get really sticky at it, I'd rather see you do this exercise. It's a much better exercise than that. Come off my outside leg. I'm going to have her come off my inside leg to be nice and round. So you'll see when you put one leg on, I take the other one away to allow her to bend. If she tries to leave my circle, then I'll just apply a little bit more pressure with my outside leg so she can't leave my circle. Now I'm going to add this leg, and I'm going to take off the left leg. So you're going to see the difference in the turn. Good. Practice it. Don't abuse it. Go to the other side. Now I'm going to use my inside leg first. My outside leg is off of her, which my outside is my left leg at this point. Yeah, my horse is nice and around and flexing to the right. Now I'm going to take my right leg off. I'm still going to keep my flexion though here. I'll take my right leg off and ask her to step off my left. Come on. Good, and whoa. My suggestion to you, Paul, when you ask for flying lead changes or anything like that, which you're not ready for, it actually starts with a trot, a figure 8 trot, and a lateral movement. A simple changes. My suggestion to you is to focus on what we have done this weekend and hopefully have you come back in the summertime, maybe for a week when you get to the bigger stuff. Don't have anybody who thinks they know it. If they don't know it, they'll ruin your horse. You're better off to leave in the closet and practice the simple things than have somebody who thinks they know but doesn't know show you. Because then they could take it away from her. Or they could abuse it. She's better off to have it. She's got all the knowledge in the world. You've got the patience and the time. You've got the understanding. Start with this. Another 3-4 months from now, 120 days, you get that down good, let's go to the canter sessions. Whether I come to you or you come to me, that's the way we should do it. Because people can do flying lead chain, people do it all kinds of ways. Okay, they pop their shoulders into it, they counterflex them, you're not ready for me to get into all that information yet with you. Okay, but when you can actually do this, you'll be ready for it. When you get one canter to one direction, okay, when I can get you to just pick a circle, it doesn't have to be a small circle, but the first things I want you to work on when you can canter is first off, don't let your horse jog into the canter. She should respect your canter. If she jogs and you want the canter, and she keeps trotting, you stop her, you back her up, you rock her onto her haunches. 4 steps. Give her a tap if you need to. The lead comes from the outside leg, but she has to be flexed to the right to pick it up. Canter. What I want you to do is be able to canter a circle. And stay on that circle line. Good. And halt. Oh. Give your horse a second. Be able to change. Canter. Oh, that was my fault. I asked her for the change. I asked for too much bend and I got the change. If you can take your canter just in a 20-meter circle to the right, stop, and to the left, you can actually pick up a trot with your horse and do a lateral movement. What I mean by lateral is just being able to go across your arena and do this. Step over and let go. Good girl. Then you're going around your arena and you're going to come diagonally across your arena again. I want you to be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4, straighten my horse out at the trot. If you can canter right and left, simple, and you can trot and get your horse to laterally step over 4 steps and straighten out, then you'll be preparing yourself for flying lead changes. But you're not anywhere near that yet, so we're not going to get in depth with that right now. The canter, we're going to work on it today. The canter, the walk, the trot, the jog, everything is the same with this. Nothing changes. Take your time. Get this down at the walk. Get it down at the jog. Get it down at the lope. Remember to always unlock your hips. Don't stiffen your legs. Don't put too much pressure on your foot. As soon as you do, you can't feel your leg, you're coming out of the saddle. Everything is a different part. Your upper body takes play, your seat takes play, quadricep takes play with some, your calves and your heel. You've got to be able to work on these exercises and separating your body first. Okay? Without that, this is going to be a lot more harder. So focus on yourself, and every session you get on your horse, say to yourself when you first get on, okay, let me take a minute to let her walk around, and let me just focus on me first. Okay, my body, my legs, my shoulders down. Am I looking? Because you'll notice I keep a long, tall torso, my shoulders back. And all I do is turn my head, and my body almost does all this naturally. I'm not trying to do anything here, to be perfectly honest with you, except applying a light cap. This all comes from proper posture. And that's what I want you to take in your first 5 minutes when you get on your horse. It's just proper posture. And then start some simple exercises. And then pick up something a little bit more in depth. Very important exercise too. Walk around. Look at your horse's shoulders. If your horse is traveling to the right, I want you, when this horse's shoulder is back, I want you to say now. And now isn't just for posting and being on the right diagonal. Now is for when it's back, over, over, over. When any time your horse's horse, walk your horse into a circle. Go to the right. Look at this shoulder when it's back. Now. When it's back. Now. 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 And why do I say now when it's back? Because the next step is in the air and forward. And in order to have the proper timing, you've got to practice that. Same with going to the left. If you don't know where the shoulders are, you're going to have a hard time with it. Because you know if this shoulder is back, this hind leg is underneath the horse and forward, or just there to land. If you can learn how to time and understand all your horse's legs, where they are on the word now, you need to know for the canter, this leg has to be landed in order to get this lead, vice versa. Very important homework. Do this homework over the next 3-4 months, and let's hook up again and let's see where you're at. Good deal. I think that's good.